Hey guys, Luke again. We have week 1, session number 3 coming up now. As you'll see in the background here, Eliza's already started. So what we're doing today is 15 sprints, and what we're sprinting is the distance of this rugby oval here. So I'm going to estimate that to be about 100 metres. So she's going to be sprinting, when I say sprinting, 80% pace. She's going to be going about 13.5, 14 k's an hour, and she's going to be sprinting up and then doing a slow jog back recovery. So it's actually continuous training. So there's no work to rest ratio per se, but there is, because it's 80% up and then it's an easy jog or active recovery jog back. So for her to be in her endurance zone, so she's sprinting up, as we see there, or trying to, 80%, and an easy jog back recovery. So what this is doing, again, it's all about functional threshold. So it's that anaerobic stuff. It's lactic acid in the system, constantly coming into the system, and then flushing it out, but only having a partial recovery. So because she's always going to be having lactic acid in the system, we're going to get that 70% of threshold at VO2 max up close to that 90%. So when we use this sort of training, we typically wouldn't do it for a novice athlete. You can, it's good high intensity interval training, but generally in a program I'll put this in sort of towards race day. So it's a good thing to really peak an individual for that last sort of 3 weeks leading into a race. So I often do it in the taper weeks as well, because with the taper weeks we obviously want to reduce the volume while maintaining the load. So, reduce the volume while maintaining the intensity of the training that we're doing. So we might want to drop the overall volume by 50%, but if we can do short, sharp, half an hour anaerobic sprints, that's going to be quite effective. We're not going to lose fitness, but we are going to recover because it's 30 minutes instead of doing, 2 hours, for example. So we've got Eliza's workout summary here for session number 3, week 1. And as you see at the top here, we only did it for 20 minutes. So it's just over a 20-minute session. So I anticipate it to be about 25 minutes, but she actually ran a little bit quicker than I anticipated. So that's good. And just to recap what we did, 15 repetitions of 100 meters, and it was exactly 100 meters based on this 3K here. 100 meters hard at 80% pace with a nice, steady, easy jog back recovery. So it would have been 1.5 Ks of essentially 80% strides, closing in on a sprint intensity there, with 1.5 Ks of endurance zone or active recovery, steady state jogging back recovery there. So started out, and it's a very consistent curve where it goes. We get, again, peaks and troughs, slight peaks, but the troughs are very small in this one. So as I said, it's all about that lactic acid staying in the system, because we only have a partial recovery, and that recovery is actually active. We're still actually moving. We're not having complete rest. That heart rate stays out throughout. So we see we're hitting sort of 3:43 pace at the top end there, which is pretty quick. Heart rate up and down. What have we got here? 350, and right down to 8-minute pace, so really easy jog there. Back up to 330, 328, so moving pretty well here. 330s again, down to 9s. So as you see, it's the same throughout. It's continuous here, 20 minutes in total. But when we're going pretty hard. So if you think that our VO2 max pace is 5-minute Ks, even less than that, it's 5:13 Ks. We're hitting 3:30 here, so that's pretty quick. So it's a lot quicker than VO2 max there. So again, what this is doing is helping us improve our tolerance and clearance of lactic acid. We use it predominantly to peak an athlete, because a short, sharp 20-minute session gets a whole lot of benefit, and we can reduce that volume. 20 minutes is nothing. That's not a lot of volume, but we get really good physiological adaptations from it. So that's going to be the structure of the training sessions. It'd be a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday, or a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday, depending on availability. But yeah, that's going to be it. So we'll get back to our next week 2 session number 1 will be on Monday. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys.